Phil Spencer had a live Q&A thing that Tom Warren was nice enough to collect and put on Twitter for us. So I thought I would go over those responses today and talk about my reaction to each, because we learned that Game Pass is indeed profitable, that the cost of Game Pass could increase in the near future, or the console price might increase. There's a lot to dive into here, so let's do it right now. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you. And I'm on the wrong profile thingy right now, so hold on a second. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when we go live. I've been gone for a little bit. Thanks for being patient. A lot has been going on behind the scenes. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check out my God of War Ragnarok preview over on IGN. Very proud of the work I did there. But we're here to talk about Xbox. So let's dive in right now, because Tom Warren has a collection of tweets. I have not done a tremendous amount of planning here, so let's figure out what has been going on in the last few days. So Microsoft says Xbox Game Pass is profitable as it sees subscription growth slow. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer says Xbox Game Pass is already profitable and accounts for around 15% of Xbox content and services revenue. So there's more details in the full article. And here is the thing. I did a video not that long ago where Greenberg talked about how it was sustainable. Phil Spencer, I believe, has said it was profitable in the past, or said it was definitely worth the amount of time and money that they were investing into it. And now we know that it accounts for 15% of Xbox content and services. Game Pass growth is slowing on console, but one of the things that was discussed today was the fact that it is actually growing quite quickly on PC. And I have to imagine, like, let's say if you're a hardcore PlayStation 5 gamer and you're seeing all these amazing PlayStation 5 games come to PC, and there's more graphical options, and they often will run with, I don't want to say better settings, but just more options, so you can sort of push and pull depending on the power of your rig. I think it's a great thing. And now you're like, well, I can get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate over there too, or just any gamer can. I think that's great. I think that's absolutely wonderful. And if that's how you choose to participate or utilize the service, I think you're just being a smart consumer. And I like smart consumers. Continuing on, here's some of the other stuff that happened today. Phil Spencer confirms at Wall Street Journal Live, that's where most of this is coming from today, if you've seen it on the interwebs, that Xbox Game Pass is profitable for Microsoft. It's around 15% of gaming revenues from Microsoft. I think that it will stay in that 10 to 15% of our overall revenue, and it's profitable for us. That's a big deal, because it is the first time he's confirmed it's profitable. And a lot of people, like, I did the response video to Adam Conover, who said that it's not profitable. Xbox can just take a loss and crush the competition. And they're saying, like, no, it's profitable. We're making money on it. While Sony is continuing the narrative that would never work and that would never be profitable for somebody. I think we both know that's not true. Annapurna's Stray came out day and date, and that game did very well, not only as part of the PlayStation Plus extra tier, but also for Annapurna. So I think that's wonderful. Phil Spencer confirms at Wall Street Journal Live that it increased. Phil Spencer also says that Xbox Game Pass on consoles has slowed down. That's where I got it from. We're seeing incredibly growth on PC. I don't know why it's phrased that way. On console, I've seen growth slow down, mainly because at some point you've reached everybody on console that wants to subscribe. And if you think about their install base, so PlayStation announced that they hit 20 million console sales, right? Let's say Xbox was pretty close behind. So let's say they're at 15 million install base. I don't remember the Game Pass numbers off the top of my head, but he makes a good point. At some point, the users who you're going to convert on console will end. But PC users, it seems like a much wider net to cast, so to speak, allowing for more opportunities to convert PC gamers into Xbox Game Pass purchasers. Now, here's the price increase story. Phil Spencer hints at future Xbox Game Pass or console price increase at Wall Street Journal Live. I do think at some point we'll have to raise the prices on certain things, but going into this holiday, we thought it was important to maintain the prices. We've held price on our console, we've held price on our games and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise prices on certain things. Now, I think the price increase of Xbox Game Pass has been inevitable. It's a tremendous value, and I think sometime next year is when that price increase is going to happen. I don't think they go ahead and raise the price of their consoles. Maybe I'll eat crow on that one in the next year, but I think Game Pass is going to be the route that they go because they've really sort of solidified their stance. Like, our games are $60, our games are cheaper right now. We have great services. And they really doubled down on keeping their console prices low. If they were to go back and say, oh, we have to increase the price of the Xbox Series X and S, I do not think that would be a good look given how they triple down on it. And I hope they don't go that route personally. I do think it is an acceptable notion that Xbox Game Pass would increase its price at some time, especially in 2023. 2023 is nuts in terms of gaming. If you start looking at some of the things coming out during that calendar year, even in just the first quarter. So I think that would be a smart time to do it. I think it would be accepted much better than when PlayStation increased the price of their console while reducing the price of components. Separately, I think a really smart thing that Xbox could do that would be accepted for their console, and I think Sony should have done this also, wait for a revamp, wait for the Xbox Series X Plus or whatever they're going to come out with that somehow sweetens the deal. And that's a good time to adjust your internal components, figure out cheaper options and availability while offering a better value for the product that you're buying. Granted, it's a little bit of marketing, sure, but PlayStation, there's rumors that PlayStation is coming up with a console that doesn't have a disk drive. You can make it look like you're reducing the price of that because you've reduced the price of your internal components. You can offer it for $50 cheaper, but in reality, you're actually making a higher profit margin on that product. That's what I hope Xbox does with the console. And in terms of raising the prices, I think an Xbox Game Pass price increase is inevitable and will be largely accepted. I don't think a lot of people are going to be scrambling to cancel their Xbox Game Pass subscription if it goes up $2, say. I don't know. I think they could go all the way up to $19.99. I think you would get some people sort of bulking at that price point. But you have to remember the family plan is also going to be announced very soon worldwide. It's being tested in a few territories. So there's a lot coming up is my point. Let's see if there was anything else for Tom. So they talked about the console price. Oh, they did talk about Keystone, the leak from the shelf. Phil Spencer on Xbox Keystone. Keystone was something that we were incubating internally. Late spring, we pivoted to working with Samsung, the television. That's exactly what I thought happened. That's so funny. I still have the prototype. We will do a streaming device at some point. I expect we will, but it's years away. Here's the expo, and he cut out the segment. And then on the Metaverse, we're totally in line on this one. Today, it's a poorly built video game. Building a Metaverse that's like a living room is not how I want to spend my time. What I see in the Metaverse world is that we're at the early stage and this will evolve. And he also talks about the Xbox mobile store. If you take a long-term bet that we will be able to get access to players on Android and iOS, we want them to be in position with a storefront to take advantage of it. So that is the big news today for Xbox. A lot of great news for Xbox. They're continuing to grow Game Pass. They've confirmed it's profitable. The negative stuff is the fact that prices are likely going to increase. I think with inflation and everything, that was sort of expected, especially on the Game Pass front. I hope they don't raise the current generation of consoles. I hope they come up with a new SKU, and that's where they figure out their profit margin for the consoles. I think that would be the smartest way to do it. And he also commented he doesn't like Meta very much, and I think that was everything basically. There was, oh my goodness, the most important one. Phil Spencer confirmed again. I don't know how many times you can say this, but Call of Duty specifically will be available on PlayStation. I'd love to see it on the Switch. I'd love to see the game playable on many different screens. Our intent is to treat COD like Minecraft. I've been telling you, like ever since this announcement, this is very clearly like copy pasted from the Minecraft announcement. They're not being vague about it. They're like, we will keep Call of Duty available on multiple platforms, but that does bring up the concern for PlayStation fans about those other IPs like Crash Bandicoot and et cetera, that potentially would remain on Xbox Game Pass and entice people to at least buy an Xbox to play those titles. The opportunity is really about mobile for us. When you think about 3 billion people playing video games, there's only about 200 million households on console. And on that note, holy crap, I've been playing so much Marvel Snap the last few days. It has just been nuts. Real quick, before I head out, I have been absolutely bombarded lately with work. I apologize for not making these videos more regular. There's a lot going on. You know, we had just like this nuts week of content releases, and I'm trying to do more special things for IGN. Like we did the Call of Duty campaign live stream where we had the developers on to talk about the campaign. I did a God of War Ragnarok preview that I'm tremendously proud of, but I had to spend a lot of time making sure that that was crafted in a way that offered new information while trying to be as spoiler free as possible. I'm really proud of how it came out. And then, you know, my wife had our first in-person bake sale for the cookies. So just a lot of personal life stuff has been going on. So if you've stuck around, if you knew I was coming back, if you're still a member, I really, really appreciate you making the time and just hanging out to, you know, wait for this video and discuss the news today with me. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for understanding. If you're not a subscriber, you should subscribe to know when I post my next video. I greatly appreciate it. And if you missed my Adam Conover response, one of the things Tom Warren said is that his video did not age well. Well, I actually have a whole response video I made, so check that out right here. And if you want to become a member, thank you to all of the members who have been supporting the channel. I appreciate it. If you want to do that, you click that join button right down there. And thank you to all these fine people. But yeah, Adam Conover right here. Subscribe right here. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day, and I'll see you for the next one.